Welcome to the session on cloud computing and its application. In the previous video, we have discussed about Amazon Web Services and EC2. In the present video, we will talk more about Amazon Web Services, how the data is stored in Amazon Web Services using S3. So, what is S3? Amazon Simple Storage Services. In the coming slides, we will have a in-depth discussion about it. The second vertical from Amazon Web Services ecosystem is storage services. Amazon Web Services offers a complete range of services for you to store, access, govern, and analyze your data to reduce the cost, increase the agility, and accelerate innovation. This has been basically categorized by Amazon into object storage, which has S3, file storage, block storage, backup, and data migration options. So let us try to understand few of these topics on priority. Okay, so what is this object storage? The best example for object storage is Amazon Simple Storage Services. Amazon Simple Storage Services, or also called as S3, is the storage for internet. It is designed to make web scale computing easier for developer. S3 has a simple web services interface that any user can use to store and retrieve any amount of data at any given time from anywhere on web. It gives and developer access to the same high scalable, reliable, fast, inexpensive data storage infrastructure. The services aims to maximize the benefit of scale and to pass those benefit to the developer. Now, what is so Amazon S3, as we discussed already, is an object storage services that offers industry leading scalability, data availability, security, and performance. This means a customer of all size and industry can use it to store and protect any amount of data for a range of use cases such as website, maybe mobile application, for backup, to restore, to enterprise application, IoT devices, etc. Simple Amazon S3 provides an easy to use management features. You can organize your data, configure finely tuned access control to meet your specific businesses. S3 provides a query in place functionality which helps, or which with the help of which it's allowing you to run a powerful analytical way of approach to retrieve or to analyze your data. Now let us check benefits of S3. As we discussed, it is an industry leading performance, scalable. Scalability is very good. Availability and durability is seen in S3, Amazon S3. It is designed for 99.99% of the data durability. A wide range of cost-effective storage classes where you can take it as per your use. Wonderful security and audit capabilities are available. Easily manage data and access control. As we discussed in the previous slide, query in place service for analytics. Most supported cloud storage services is provided in S3. Let us try to understand few of the S3 key concepts as per the textbook. S3 has been designed to provide a simple storage services that is accessible through representational state transfer interface, that is nothing but a web services through which you will be able to access the storage. Basically, the storage is organized in two level of hierarchies. Objects stored cannot be manipulated like a standard file. In S3 has been designed essentially to provide storage for objects that will not change over time. Content is not immediately available to the user. The main reason is the design goal for S3 is to provide an eventual consistent data storage. So immediately the data will not be available for the user. Yes, they will be failure in a request occasionally. So these are few highlights from as per your textbook. In the next slide, we will talk more about resource renaming. What is a bucket? We will talk about objects and metadata and few other concepts. Resource renaming, it is one of the key concepts of storage services for Amazon. Now, buckets, objects and attached metadata are made accessible through REST interface using a URI, that is a Uniform Resource Identifier. Amazon basically offers three ways of addressing a bucket. The first one would be the bucket name is expressed as a path component of the domain name. For example, it will be s3.amazonaws.com/ the bucket name. The second type would be a subdomain. It is also possible to reference a bucket as a subdomain of an S3. And the third type would be virtually hosting with the customer URL. So these are the basic three types of resource renaming as discussed in your reference book. To upload your data like photos, videos, documents to Amazon S3, you must first create a S3 bucket in one of the Amazon regions. You can then upload any number of objects to these buckets. In terms of implementation, buckets and objects are resources and Amazon S3 provides an API for you to manage them. It can also be, these buckets can also be accessed through Amazon consoles. An Amazon S3 bucket name is globally unique. That means once an bucket is created in any specific region, that's the same name cannot be used by any other user until the buckets are deleted. Amazon S3 creates buckets in a region you specify to optimize latency, minimize cost and address regularity requirement. Amazon uses the best possible regions to create these buckets. Each Amazon S3 object has data, a key and metadata. The object key is a uniquely identifies the object in the bucket. Object metadata is a set of name value pairs. You can set object metadata at the time of upload itself. After you upload an object, you cannot modify the object metadata. When you create an object, you specify the key name which uniquely identifies the object in the bucket. So the Amazon S3 data model is a flat structure. You create a bucket and bucket stores the object. There is no hierarchy of sub buckets or subfolders. So the next topic is access control and security. S3 allows controlling access to buckets and object by means of ACP, that is access control policies. ACP will grant permission that are attached to the resources expressed by means of XML. So currently there are 5 different types of permissions, that is read, that write and read ACP, write ACP and full control. So these are the privileges given to the user. Meanwhile, even security plays a very crucial role when we talk about Amazon Web Services. Cloud security at Amazon Web Services is the highest priority. As an Amazon Web Services customer, you will be benefited from the data center and the network architecture that are built to meet the requirement of the most secured, sensitive organization. Security is a shared responsibility between Amazon Web Services and the user, that may be you. So it will be a shared responsibility model. One is security of the cloud. Amazon Web Services is responsible for protecting the infrastructure that runs Amazon Web Services in the cloud, and the second one would be security in the cloud. That is a user or your responsibility to determined by the Amazon Web Service that you are also responsible for securing the sensitive data, your data. So let's look into the next topic, that is Amazon Elastic Block Store, or we also call it as a EBS. EBS provides block level storage volume for the use with Amazon EC2 instances. It provides a highly available and highly reliable storage volume, particularly suited for application that requires a database, file system or access to raw block level storage created in a particular availability zone and can be from 1 GB to 1 terabyte in size. Once a volume is created, it can be attached to any Amazon EC2 instances in the same availability zone. Amazon EBS provides the availability to back up point in time snapshots of your data to Amazon S3 for durable recovery. So it plays an important role in recoverability also. Amazon EBS snapshots are incrementally backed up. Only the blocks on the devices that have changed since your last snapshot will be saved. Amazon EBS, or we also call it as Amazon Elastic Block Store, can scale up your usage or down within minutes, all while paying a low price for only what is provided to you. In the next slide. So let us talk about a couple of features of Amazon EBS. So EBS allows you to create storage volume from 1 GB to 1 terabyte, as we have already discussed. EBS storage is for persistent storage. EBS has a high performance and high reliability. Each storage volume is automatically replicated within the same availability zones. Storage volume behaves like a raw, unformatted block devices. EBS is a distributed replicated block data stores that is optimized for consistency and low latency for read and write access of any EC2 instances. EBS volume can only be attached to one instances. In short, we can have multiple EBS volumes attached to a single instances at a time, but many volumes can be attached to a single instances, but one volume cannot be attached to multiple instances. EBS snapshot can also be used for initiative multiplications of new volumes. The snapshot can be replicated into multiple new volumes. Now, in this slide, let us try to understand what is EBS volume life cycle. Like EC2, in Amazon we have a lot of unused spaces, like vast amount of spaces which are not used. From these spaces, we try to create a volume, maybe through command prompt or by through a console, of sorry, the size of the volume can be 1 GB or 1 terabyte, and whenever a volume is created, attach this volume to one of the EC2 instances. Now, when you have attached a volume to EC2 instance, that does not mean it is readily available. We need to mount these instances, we need to mount these created volumes. It is a better practice or a safer practice to format the EC2 instances and then mount the volume to the formatted drive. Can happen based on your operating system. For Linux there are different commands, and for other operating systems there are varying commands by which we can mount these volumes to a specific EC2 instance. Now when the volume is been mounted, we can create snapshot, and the snapshot will be readily available in S3s, Amazon S3s. And if we do not need the volume, it can be detached. The best practice to detach an volume is by stopping the volume, I mean stop working on it, halt the volume and then detach it. And when the volume is totally not in use, it can be deleted. So this is the Amazon EBS volume life cycle. So till now we have discussed different storage services under Amazon Web Services, that is S3. We have also had an overview about Amazon Elastic Block Store, that is Amazon EBS, and now we are going to talk about Amazon Elastic Cache. What is Amazon Elastic Cache? Amazon Elastic Cache allows you to seamlessly set up, run and scale popular open source compatible in memory data stored in the cloud. Build data intensive applications or boost the performance of your existing database by retrieving data from high throughput and low latency in memory data stores. Amazon Elastic Cache is popular choice for real-time use cases like caching, season stores, gaming, real-time analytics and queuing. Awesome. Elastic Cache or Amazon Elastic Cache is implementation of an elastic in-memory cache based on a cluster of EC2 instances. It provides a fast data access from other instances through memory caching capabilities or memory caching protocols. Structured storage solution for Amazon. So we will discuss about three structured storage solutions in next couple of slides. The first one would be EC2 AMI, the second one would be Amazon RDS, and the third one would be Amazon SimpleDB. In the next slide, we are going to talk about EC2 AMI or pre-configured EC2 AMI. And Amazon Machine Image is also called as AMI, provides the information required to launch an instance. You must specify an AMI when you launch an instance. You can also launch multiple instances from a single AMI when you need to multiply instances with same configuration. You can use different AMIs to launch instances when you need instances with different configuration. An AMI includes the following: one or more EBS snapshots, launch permissions that controls which AMI account can use the AMI to launch instances, a block device mapping that specifies volume to each of the instances when it is launched. How can we use an AMI? The following diagram which you see summarizes the AMI's life cycle after an AMI is created and registered. You can use it to launch new instances. It also can be used to launch instances from an AMI if the AMI owner grants the permission to launch the same. You can copy an AMI within the same region or to a different region, and when it is no longer being used, the AMI can be deregistered. So, one of the structured storage solution under Amazon is Amazon RDS. Amazon RDS stands for Amazon Relational Database Service, or it is also called as Amazon RDS. It is a web service that makes it easy to set up, operate and scale a relational database in the cloud. With RDS, a lot of latency with RDS, a lot of low-level database admin work is handled automatically by Amazon on behalf of you. Due to Amazon Web Services business model, you are able to scale up and down without worrying about the hardware infrastructure. If leverage is given, the RDS multi-AZ features, A to Z features, you will be able to achieve unprecedented uptime compared to operating it on a single data center. Amazon RDS gives you access to compatibility of familiar MySQL or MS SQL or Oracle database. This means that the code, application and tool you already use today with your existing database can be used with Amazon RDS. Amazon RDS automatically patches the database software and backs up your database, storing backup for your user-defined retention period and enabling point-in-time recovery. So let's list out a couple of key features of Amazon RDS. It is pre-configured parameters, monitoring and metrics, automatic store software patching is possible, automated backup, DB snapshot, push button for scaling, automatic host replacement, isolation and security, multi A to Z developmental environment, DB event notification. These are the few features of Amazon RDS. So, under structured storage solution, we will talk about Amazon SimpleDB in brief. Amazon SimpleDB is a highly available NoSQL data store that offloads the work of database administration. Developer simply stores and query data items via web service requests and Amazon SimpleDB does the rest. Unbound by strict requirements of relational database, Amazon SimpleDB is optimized to provide high availability and flexibility with little or no administrative burdens or activity. Behind the scene, Amazon SimpleDB creates and manages multiple geographical distributed replicas of your data automatically to enable high availability as well as data durability. The services charges you only for the resources actually consumed in storing your data and serving your request. User can change data models on go and data is automatically indexed to the user. With Amazon SimpleDB, user can focus on application development without worrying about the infrastructure provisioning or availability, software maintenance and performance tuning. The benefits of Amazon SimpleDB would be low touch, highly available, flexible, simple in use, secure, inexpensive. So this gives a brief idea about Amazon SimpleDB. In the next slide, we will discuss about Amazon Cloudfront. Amazon Cloudfront, fast, highly secure, and programmable content delivery network. Amazon CloudFront is a fast content delivery network services that securely delivers data, video, applications and API to the customer globally with low latency, high transfer speed and all within a developer friendly environment. Amazon CloudFront offers most advanced security capability including field level encryption and HTTPS support, seamless integrity with Amazon Web Application Firewall and routes to protect against multi types of attacks including networks and application layer application layer attacks like DDoS attacks. CloudFront or Amazon CloudFront works seamlessly with Amazon Origin such as Amazon S3 or EC2 Elastic Load Balance and with any custom HTTPS origin. You can customize your content delivery through CloudFront using secure and programmable edge computing features. Edge computing features. So before we go ahead to the next slide, let us list out a couple of benefits of Amazon CloudFront. Amazon CloudFront is globally scaled network for fast content delivery, security at edge, high performable and securable edge computing. It is cost effective, deep integration with Amazon Web Services. So these are a couple of benefits of Amazon CloudFront. Let us try to understand how does Amazon CloudFront works. Now in the previous slide we have spoken about edge or edge location. Now what is this edge location? Edge location is nothing but a kind of data center or a facility which is near to the user or near to you. For example, in India we can say Chennai or Mumbai might be an edge location. Whereas when there is a request for any file by an user, maybe a media file or any other file, initially the file is traced down through to one of the Amazon S3 location which might be situated in any part of the world. Now depending upon the latency or depending upon the low latency, an edge location near to your request location is being identified and the data from the S3 location or Amazon S3 location is where it is originally situated is fetched and stored in Amazon edge location. This helps the user for a faster access to these files. Now, as discussed in the previous slide, you can see a list of CloudFront locations in United States, in Europe, Asia, and South America, which is listed below. Now, let us look at the diagram on the top. When a user wants certain data, okay, or certain media file, it accesses the media files through a particular S3 location in any of the below mentioned vicinities. Thereafter, these files are stored in an edge location which is near to the user's request, which or in short technically we can say which has a low latency, and this data can be easily accessed thereafter for next 24 hours. All this data is stored in the edge location for immediate access for a limited period of time, and thereafter it is been erased. Few of the key features are it's fast, it is simple, delivery of content using HTTPS or other HTTP protocols, access policy through private content features, and elastic, reliable, and streaming using real-time messaging protocols. These are few of the features. So the next topic or the next feature is communication services. So as per your textbook, we are going to talk about two communication services. One would be Amazon Virtual Private Cloud or Virtual Networking for Amazon, and the second one is Amazon Simple Queue Services or Messaging. In the next slide, let's talk about Amazon Virtual Networking or also called as Amazon Virtual Private Cloud. Amazon Virtual Private Cloud lets you provision a logical isolated section of Amazon cloud where you can launch Amazon Web Services resources in a virtual network that you have defined. You have complete control over the virtual networking environment, include selection of your own IP address range, creation of subnet, and configuration of route tables and network gateway. You can use any type, either IPv4 or IPv6 in your Amazon VPC for secure and easy access to resource and application. You can easily customize the network configuration of an Amazon VPC. For example, you can create a public facing subnet for your web servers that have access to internet. You can also place your backend system such as database or application server in a private facing subnet with no internet access. So couple of use cases to define host a simple public facing website or host a multi-tier web application, or you can keep it for recovery, or we can call it also disaster recovery. Extend corporate network into cloud, securely connect cloud application to your data centers, and the benefits would be it is secure, it is simple, and it is customizable. This is all about Amazon Virtual Private Cloud. So, as discussed in the previous slide, Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, it can be logically isolated sections of Amazon Cloud. Complete control over virtual networking environment is been given with a specific range of IPs. It is easily customized network configuration for your Amazon Virtual Private networks. So, the second type of communication service under Amazon would be there are three types to be specific. One is Amazon Simple Queue Services. The second one is Amazon Simple Notification Service, and third one is Amazon Simple Email Services. We will discuss each one of them in the next slide briefly. What is Amazon Simple Queue Services? Amazon Simple Queue Services, or also called as SQS, is a fully managed message queuing services that enables you to decouple and scale microservices, distributed systems, and serverless applications. SQS eliminates the complexity and overhead associated with managing and operating message-oriented middleware, and empowers developers to focus on different work. Using SQS, you can send, store, receive messages between software component at any volume without losing message or requiring other services to be available. The benefits of so SQS offers two types of messaging queue. One is standard queue, offers maximum throughput, best efforting order, and at least one delivery. SQS first in first out queue are designed to guarantee the message are processed exactly the way you want. Benefits are eliminates administrative overhead, a reliable delivery of message, scale elastically and cost effective, keep sensitive and sensitive data secure. The second type of messaging services under Amazon is Amazon Simple Notification Services. Service is an flexible, fully managed messaging and mobile notification services for coordinating the delivery of message to subscriber, endpoint and clients. Amazon Simple Notification Service, or also called as Amazon SMS, is fully managed services for both application to application and application to person communication. So it provides topics for high throughput, push based and many to many messaging between distributed system, microservices and event driven serverless application. Using Amazon SNS topics, your publisher system can fan out messages to large number of subscribers through which includes Amazon SQS. Benefits are modernized and decouple your application, send message directly to millions of users, reliable delivery message, automatically scales your workload, ensures accuracy with message ordering and deduplication, simplifies your architecture with message filtering. So the third type of messaging services available under Amazon is Amazon Simple Email Service. It is high scale inbound and outbound cloud email service. Amazon Simple Email Service, or also called as Amazon SES, is a cost effective, flexible and scalable email services that enables developers to send email from within an application. You can configure Amazon SES quickly to support several email use cases, including transactional marketing or mass email communication. Amazon ECS is flexible IP development and email authentication options, helps drive high deliverability and protects senders' reputation. So couple of benefits are integrated and quick service, optimize your deliverability, sends message effectively. It is also scalable and secure. So this completes a brief description about Amazon Web Services. To conclude, Amazon Web Services is a well-architectured framework provides architecture's best practice across the 5 pillars for designing and operating reliable, secure, and effective as well as cost-effective systems in cloud. The framework provides a set of questions that allows you to review an existing or proposed architecture. It also provides a set of Amazon Web Services best practices for each of these pillars. Using the framework in your architecture will help you produce stable and effective system which allows you to focus on your functional requirement. So this concludes Amazon Web Services. Thank you.